Hello everyone, my name is silvercontrail and I am back after a little bit of a hiatus. I've been busy with something that I'm finally ready to show off and let you guys see what's going on here. And that is... Oh, I got fireworks going off the day before the 4th, so of course fireworks. That is a Minecraft server that I'm going to be hosting. It's going to be open to the public, so everyone be able to play on it and do all that fun stuff. There's no whitelist. There won't be a whitelist, I should say. There is basically until this video goes public, and in that point, anyone will be able to log in with the IP, which I have in the description. This server is basically a bucket server, so no mods are needed. All you need to do is get on your regular Minecraft client and log in. Now, I will say that this server is in the 1.5.2 version of Minecraft. It is not in 1.6. So if you've got the latest launcher, if you've got the latest version, you won't be able to log in because this is 1.6. I believe with the latest launcher you can backdate to 1.5. Otherwise, use the other launcher and you should be fine. It should work perfectly. You can even force update and should be able to get it. As a result, there aren't any horses in here yet, but we're still very much in testing, and that's actually what I want you guys to do if you get on, is to help stress test the server, test things out, make sure things are running. We're still a ways away from things actually working. Yeah, we've got a little ways to go. So let me just show you around what's going on here and what the plan is for now. So right now, actually, there's a limit. 10 players can only be on the server at the same time. It's kind of an issue, obviously. We can't have a ton of people on. I don't expect to see that sort of a traffic until a while later, so I don't think it's too big of a deal right now. If there's 10 players on, I'm sure someone will be logging off fairly soon. And you can just kind of wait. Again, this is still like the beta test for the servers, so anyone who's logging in to help test, their efforts are going to be appreciated. So, we're not quite ready to just roll out the red carpet for everyone, but we do need some testing. So this is a Faction Wars server. If you're not familiar with Faction Wars, it's something I used to do. I used to play on Faction Wars servers all the time. I really enjoyed them, and I have some videos of me playing on them. So basically what it is, everyone comes into a server, excuse me, and you create factions. You use the commands, I think it is fcreate, /fcreate, and then you pick a name for your faction, and then you have a faction. And people can join your faction, they can leave your faction, you can wage war with other factions, and most importantly, you can claim land using the fclaim command. So what does claiming land do? Basically, it takes your chunk that you're standing in and it claims it for your faction. Other faction members, or people without a faction, cannot interface with that chunk. They can't pick up blocks, they can't place blocks, and in fact, I think in some settings they can't even do damage to you while you're inside there. But I believe that's only if you're allies, or... yeah, I think that's only if you're allies. So basically, claiming the land protects your area. Now, in order to claim land, you have to have power, and you get power by being online, by playing the server. You'll get power. So if you do, I think it's /f power, and it's probably not going to let me do it because I'm not in a faction. But basically, yeah, I'm just trying to look at some of these commands here. Basically, once you claim land, it takes away from your power. If you have more clan land than your power, other people can claim over your land. As long as your power is higher than the amount of land you have claimed, nobody can do things to your chunks, except they can lob TNT in there. So that's an option for them to do. That means you need to protect yourself from TNT cannons, or potentially creepers. So with a chunk claiming, and all of that, having a powerful faction is ideal. Now you might ask yourself, okay, well if I get power just by playing, I'll just claim land and then it'll be good to go, right? Well, if you die, your power will go down. So one way to, in order to raid other factions, you kill them, their power goes down, and then you can claim over their chunks, and then you can gain access to their areas. So it's important not to die in combat. Of course, if someone's coming after you trying to raid your base and you kill them instead, then suddenly the tables have turned, and it takes time to build that power back up. Now, in addition to this, there are multiple ways to earn money, in-game money, in an economy system. Most items and blocks in the game can be sold or bought in the store. This means that if you're collecting, say, ender pearls, you can sell them for an amount in the store. So if I had an ender pearl, and in fact, let me just get one. So I have an ender pearl here. I can sell it to the store and get $50, but I can buy one for $150. And that's the case with most of these items. I can buy diamonds for $100, and I can sell 32 iron ingots and get $50 back. So pretty neat. So if I sell a stack of iron, I can get a diamond, or I can buy a diamond. So that's pretty cool. And there's other options too. You can sell things like melon, cactus. We're still in the process of actually getting the rest of the shop up. We're determining prices, testing prices, so we're looking for feedback on that. I want to make sure that you can farm, that farming is rewarded, especially if you're spending a lot of time doing that. You want to be rewarded for that. That is, but also so that you're not suddenly rolling in diamonds after setting up a couple of farms. Additionally, other ways to make, you can go hunt mobs and get certain items to go sell. You can create farms, or you can go raid factions to get money, however you want to do it, and then build up your base and set up protection. So when you log on, I recommend looking at this board over here, which has a bunch of commands on it. We have some kits in here as well. If you do, I'm in creative mode. If we do /kit tools, you'll get some basic tools. We also are going to have some donor kits. We will be opening up for donations before we basically get started. This is basically to pay for the server cost. As a result, I'm really only interested in having a server that pays for itself. So what that means is there's not going to be buy to win. That's, all this stuff here is going to change, right now. And of course, anything that has to have to do with donations, that's not set up right now, so I can't accept any at the moment. But you can keep that in mind if you want to. That's certainly something I'm going to give you the option to do if you want. But I'm not going to push that on players. I'm definitely not going to make the server pay to win. I absolutely hate servers that do that. If you donate, you'll get a little extra convenience. You'll get, maybe something you'll get something worthwhile, very much worth that actual money. But you're not going to, pay $25, get creative mode so you can blow up the world. It's not that kind of thing, which I think is very balanced and very fair. But we'll see how that works out as we continue to test. And also MC Stats, MCMMO. We have that plugin currently installed. What that is a bunch of skills, kind of like an RPG. So you actually level up as you do actions. There's actually a bunch of them. You get excavation for digging, fishing for obviously fishing, herbalism for growing plants, mining, woodcutting, axes, archery, swords, taming, unarmed, acrobatics, and repair. And it's pretty cool. And you can also do MC top, I believe it is. And you can see how you're rated against the top players on the server. So these are all the servers we've had, or all the players we've had on the server thus far. A lot of them are mods, people who are helping me run things. We also have stores in here that allow you to enchant items. So, for instance, I can put let's see, what can we can I put anything on these? I don't think I can. Oh, okay. So I can put Silk Touch on this pick by coming over here and paying $10,000. So instantly get $10,000 Also, if you want to check your balance, type /balance. I can't spell balance. There we go. Which I have adminship money right now, just for testing purposes. And then we've got this thing, which is we're working on still. That's going to be another enchant shop, I believe. There's a little server rule over here. Basically, the server rules, always listen to the admins or the operators, the moderators. If you see me online, I'll either be under my Minecraft username, which is Killer2401, or under silvercontrail, which is actually what my nickname is on here, as you can see in the chat. Yeah, don't ask for OP. I will slap you. Actually, you know what? I might even shoot you with lightning if you ask for OP. I get really annoyed when I see people on other servers doing that. And again, staff is always right. You are always wrong. So don't argue with us. But you can present your case if you've got something to talk about. That might come into play later. There's a little bit of drama associated with faction wars, but it's a bunch of things that we can resolve pretty easily. 4, please try to have fun. Hopefully you guys will. That'd be pretty cool. I think it'd be awesome if we could have a server where people are having a lot of fun. Yeah, cheats. No, don't even think about it. We have a lot of anti-cheat plugins. And of course, the most important rule, this server is still a work in progress. Expect changes. Things will get reset to a certain extent before everything gets rolled over, or before we actually get everything set up. Because, again, a big thing is the economy isn't fully balanced yet. Right now, it's kind of it's kind of overpowered what you can get for just a little bit of farming. But otherwise, when you come into spawn, yeah, check out that board, and then you want to you can warp. Oh, you can warp there. That's kind of cool. You can warp to the rules, and then you want to warp to the Warzone. So when you're in the Warzone, you're in a safe zone, I think. Okay, right? I think we have it set up. Yeah, there's a slight safe zone when you walk in where you can't be PvP'd. I think it's wherever. And then you'll enter the war zone. The war zone, you can fight people, you can kill people, but you can't build anything. And this extends for a little bit until we get out here into what we call the wilderness. This is unclaimed land. This is all available for claiming. And the world size is 2,000... I didn't mean to do that. The world size is 2,000 blocks. So you've got a lot of range to go. The nether is disabled. We'll be selling all nether items at the shop for fairly cheap, so you can get your hands on them. And it doesn't feel like we broke everything. Right now, I think there's a warp for everything. Warp shop. Although I think there are some cooldowns for things. We will be probably adding more plugins later, and we're always open to suggestions. I'm definitely looking for feedback early and often if I can get them. And that's about it for me. I'd hope to see you guys on here. Again, the IP will be in the description. For now, it's going to be open. If something changes, I'll make note of it in the description right above the IP link. And yeah, that's about it. Yeah. So, hope to see you guys on here, and until next time then.